The select query is used to get information from a database. It's like using a search engine, but instead of searching the internet, we're searching a database.
The first thing we want to do in Workbench is select the database. We go to the left-hand navigator menu, select the database we want by double-clicking it. Here we select Learn 1. Then we're going to go to File on the top left-hand corner, select New Query tab, and put in the query. We're going to select, that's what we're going to do. The star means all, we're going to select everything. From means from. The table called sales, and as you can see here we have sales in the database. I'm going to press a lightning flash, and now we have selected everything from the sales table. Now I'm going to break the query down for you to make it easy to understand. At the top we have the query, select all from sales. And these are the steps in the statement. First we have select. This is telling us to select the data. Next is the data we're going to get. In this case star means everything. Select everything. From is of course saying where we're going to get it from. And lastly is the table name. This is the name of the table the data will come from. Select all from table called sales.
We've started with the most basic possible select query. That's the one that brings back all the information from the table. Now we're going to go to the next level. That's where we just bring back specific information from the table.
Now we're going to be a bit more specific about the data we take from the database. As you can see, we've got the 3 columns because we're selecting everything. We've got ID, date, and salesperson ID. Because we're selecting all, as in stars, from sales. I'm now going to change that. We're just going to select the date column and the salesperson ID column. So we've removed the star and we've just put in the 2 columns. I'm going to press the lightning flash, and now you can see it's come back with just the date and the salesperson ID. So, just to break it down for you, to achieve specific columns instead of all of them using star, we're going to mention the specific columns. I put them here in red. Select date column and the salesperson ID column from sales table. To break it down for you, to retrieve specific columns, you just put the column names in. I put them here in red. Before we had star, which meant everything, and now we've just put the column names, date, and salesperson ID. We're now going to get more specific data from the database. In this example, I'd like to get the information on salesperson 7. So I'm going to do the row with salesperson ID equals 7. So I'm going to basically keep the query the same, but I'm going to put on the end where salesperson ID equals 7. I'm going to press the lightning flash, and as you can see, we've just got one row back where the salesperson ID equals 7. I'm now going to break it down for you with a recap. We first start with select. This is telling us to select the data. Then we're going to select all of it. We're using star. Of course, we could just put the columns in there we want, separated by commas. Then we're going to say from, to say where we're going to get the data from. Then the table name. In this example, the table name is sales. Now I put in red this bit just to show you what's changed from the last time we broke it down, because we're going to be using where. And in this example, where salesperson ID, that's the name of the column, but the data we want is where it's 7, so where salesperson ID is 7. Please feel free to pause this just to absorb the slide.
So why would you want to do this? Well, maybe the user of the program only wants to know about salesperson 7. It also means you're using up much less server power, and so the program runs much more quickly.
Please subscribe to be notified of when more great videos and tutorials come out on this channel so you don't miss out.